Hello everyone, this is Active for Life with Randi Pullar, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to get started with strength training. This month, in the month of August, I am adding a bunch of videos to the Active for Life online studio to help you get stronger using a bunch of different easy to use workout equipment that you can use in your at-home workouts. So I've got hand weights, I've got resistance bands, I've got a Bosu ball, and I've got a yoga ball that I'm going to teach you all how to use and work out your whole body with nice low impact workouts as I do. So today I wanted to just come in and talk to you guys a little bit about how to get started with strength training and why you might want to consider it as an option. So I think typically strength training is something that a lot of women kind of shy away from. We tend to stick to a little bit more cardio, hoping for that weight loss. But I think that that's something that most people end up regretting. And mixing in a little bit of strength training into your program can help you in so many different ways. So if you're looking to build strength, tone muscles, build stronger bones, lose weight, or prevent injury, strength training is for you. So important in all of those things. Strength training exercises can be done with weights, body weight, or resistance equipment. It can be done at home, outside, at the gym. Workouts can be modified for most abilities and using equipment that can actually make it easier to modify. So it's something that really makes your workout so versatile. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get started on your strength training journey and how to make it part of your daily life with some tips to get some of the best results. So my first tip is always start with a warm-up. So important in all of your workouts to always start with a warm-up. Preparing your muscles for the work is the best way to avoid pain and injury. When you're starting a strength training routine, it's a good idea to warm up with a little bit of cardio, get your blood pumping, get your heart rate up, followed with a few minutes of mobility work, focusing on lighter versions of the workouts that you have planned. I always like to start my day with a little bit of walk. That's my cardio. I go for a nice 40-minute walk. If you don't have enough time for a 40-minute walk, some jumping jacks are always an awesome way to start out. But I always start with my walk, get my cardio in, I come home, and I get into my workout with a little bit of mobility exercises, kind of moving around, stretching it out, getting my body nice and ready for the exercise, and then get into the strength portion of it. When I say focusing on workouts that are similar to the workouts that you're going to be doing, some good ideas would be like something like if you're going to be doing bicep curls, where this is the main motion you're going for, doing a few wall push-ups up on that incline to make it really easy is a good way to get the muscles starting to work and starting to warm up. So that's kind of what I mean by finding something that is similar. Next thing I would say is focus on proper technique. Technique is so important and can go such a long way. I think that the one thing that if I was able to go back and talk to my younger self when I started working out, it would have been to get a personal trainer, because my technique was crap. Like, I hurt myself so often because I didn't have the right technique, because I wasn't doing it properly. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, honestly. So finding somebody who can help you work on your technique and correct your technique is key. Unless you're the type of person who likes to just do a ton of reading, working with a personal trainer, at least for a couple sessions when you're just starting out, is such a good idea. I am a virtual personal trainer as well, so I do all of my training via video chat. And I can easily kind of check in on you and see where you're at with your movements and see that you have the right posture and position. And if you're ever like, oh my gosh, I just don't know if I'm doing this right, please come find me in my Facebook group, ask me a question. I will definitely answer you, and I would be so happy to jump on a chat and just check your posture. No charge. I want to make sure that everybody is doing this properly. Safety is so important, guys. I really want to make sure that you're always doing this safely. Basics though, if you're just getting started out, you haven't gotten to meeting with a trainer yet, always make sure that your feet are firmly planted, or if you're sitting, that you're in a nice solid sitting position. You're not kind of on an angle or tipping or in kind of a weird way. You want to make sure that your core is always engaged, because that's what protects your spine. So tighten up those muscles in your core, flex them like you're getting ready for a punch. That helps your spine stay nice and in line. You want to make sure that your shoulders are back and down, and avoid any kind of hunching or slouching or anything like that. If you're lifting something and you have to start pulling yourself out of that good posture, the weight is too much for you and it's not doing you any good. So always pay attention to your posture. I do have a couple other blogs on my site at activeforlifeonline.com that talk about different kind of posture related stuff. I did a whole month on it at one point. I'm definitely going to be going back to it all for sure, but you can go over there and check it out. I also have in my Facebook group, in the unit section, I've put all of my posture information all in one place, so it's super easy to find. Next tip, moving slowly. I say this so often. This and breathe. Go slower and breathe are the two things that I say to my clients most often. Slowing down your movements can do wonders for your training. It basically doubles the workout for you. So especially when you're lifting weights, but when in all kind of body weight exercises, if you're using momentum to fuel that movement, you're not using muscle. So you're not getting what you really wanted out of the workout. The one that I see most often is people doing bicep curls, where they're lifting too much weight and they're throwing themselves back every time they do this. That can really badly injure your back. It's so dangerous. You want to make sure that you are always lifting a weight that you can physically lift with your muscles, not with momentum. So if you are finding that you're having to put a lot of fling into that movement, take the weight down a little bit. When you move, when your joint is moving, you have two different types of movements. You have the concentric movement that shortens the distance between the two muscles and the joint, and the eccentric movement, which stretches it out, but it's still working the muscle there. So when you're doing something, again, bicep curls is just a very easy one to use as an example here. So when you're doing something like a bicep curl, you want to be moving at a count of 1, 2, 3 to bring it up, and then 1, 2, 3 to bring it back down. And using that muscle nice and slowly as you come back down gets you double the workout. It's so much more beneficial for you. And you also risk hurting yourself a lot less. Brings me to the next point, determining the right weight for you. So I get asked all the time, somebody says like, you know, what should I be doing for this? I say you should be doing bicep curls. They say how much and how heavy. I don't know what you can physically do, so I can't tell you what you should be doing. This is something that you have to work out and figure out for yourself. This is another one of those good points where getting a personal trainer to work with you, even if it's just in the beginning, is so good, because they can help you figure out what's going to be right for you. If you're going it alone, it might just be a little bit of playing around with it. I always say the best way to start is start with a weight that you think is going to be too light and do 10 reps of that exercise that you're choosing to do. If by the end of those 10 reps, and if by the end of your entire workout, because if you're doing like an all arm workout, it might feel easy to do 10 bicep curls at the beginning, but those last 10 overhead lifts that you're doing, your arms are completely exhausted. You want to find the weight that gets you through the whole workout feeling like you can do it, but it's hard. You do not want to be hurting by the end of your workout. There is no such thing as no pain, no gain. I'm not all for it. It's not a thing, guys. No pain is the gain when it comes to working out. You really want to make sure that by the time you finish this workout, you can still lift your arms. A workout isn't, especially when you're just starting out, if you are super into training already and you're working towards a competition, sure, maybe that's more your goal, is to get that real burn. But if you're just starting out, you want to be able to feel that you worked out and still be able to continue on with your next day. I have seen more fitness goals and plans be derailed by next day pain than anything else, because you want to start keeping a consistent routine, and you can't keep a consistent routine if every time you work out you hurt too much to work out the next day. And then if you get it really bad, if you worked out way too hard, then you end up not being able to work out for a couple days. And that's not what you want. You want to feel the workout, but you don't want to hurt. So play around with your weight a little bit. If you can do 10 reps of something and it still felt all right and easy, that was probably a good weight. If you can finish the whole workout with all at that weight, or maybe you keep adjusting the weights for different things, that's what you want to play around with it a little bit. You want to play around with it, find the weight that works for you. If a personal trainer or somebody else is telling you you want to do 12 reps at this much weight, and they're just telling you that without actually knowing how much you can do, don't listen to them, guys. You're gonna hurt yourself. It might go well, it might, or they didn't know you and they didn't check to see what you could physically do first. Get to know your body, get to know how strong you are, and then learn to push yourself up from there. So don't overtrain. Make sure that you're lifting the right weight for you. Now let's actually talk about the workouts that you're going to be doing. If you are a gym person, if you like going to the gym, no judgments. I'm not a gym person. I used to be a gym person. But if you're going to the gym and you're using the weight machines and hand weights are very different. But you can do the same things with them. Like you can do a bicep curl with one of those machines, or you can do a bicep curl with a set of hand weights. So here's my little versus on this. So when you are working out with hand weights, you have to also be engaging your core and your stability muscles all through your body to be able to keep yourself solid and in balance while you're doing that movement. When you are using a machine, most of your body is sitting down and stuck in that spot. You don't have to use a lot of core strength. You don't have to use much of your stability muscles. You can focus right in on the muscle that you're working. So if you are looking for like an overall toning, building strength process, hand weights might be the better way to go about it. But again, make sure that you know how to use them properly, because you can injure yourself. It is a really good idea to get an opinion from a professional. But again, if you stay in that good posture, if you're moving slowly, if you're lifting the right weight for you, you're going to be okay. Using hand weights uses more stability. Using machines at the gym uses less stability and focuses on the muscle. I'm not going to say one is right and one is wrong. That's up to you to decide. What's your goal? What are you trying to go for? But those are the differences. Personally, I like working at home, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about working at home than working out at the gym. So the different ways that you can start strength training and start adding that into your day, you can start with body weight. Body weight is the most simple way to start strength training. If you are in the Active for Life online studio, if you want to go check it out, I do have a full 30-day program, Embrace Movement. It is all about strength training, mobility training, stability training with body weight movements. Nice, low impact, easy body weight movements. It's such a perfect beginner's program. And it'll show you how to use your body in so many different ways to challenge itself. They are usually the lowest impact. They are sometimes harder to modify though. If you have something like hand weights or dumbbells, you can add a little extra resistance and add a couple different modifications that you might not be able to add with body weight. So my biggest example for me, I have a really bad wrist. I have tendonitis in my wrist. It sucks a whole bunch. That means any kind of workouts that I would do to strengthen my arms almost always require, for body weight workouts, require me to be down on the ground, hand bent and extended, supporting my weight. I can do it. I do it often. You'll see I have many videos on planks, but it doesn't always feel good. And so on those days where I want to modify, but I still want to work my arms, I usually switch over to using hand weights or resistance bands, which I'm going to get to. But hand weights can help you modify, can help you do a whole upper body workout while you're sitting on the couch or sitting in a chair. You don't need to be able to get down on the ground. It can help you if you have sore wrists. It might help changing the direction that you're holding on to the weight. But it does help you modify a little bit more by adding those in. Resistance bands are one of my top favorite of all kinds of the workout equipment. They are so easy to use. They are super easy to modify. You can adapt it to so many different things. There's so many different types of resistance bands. They're easy to carry, like they're not heavy. They work on tension. Resistance bands are by far one of my favorite options if you're gonna go for anything. You can get them in a whole range of tension levels and strength. They come in different colors. They come made out of different materials. You can get latex, non-latex. You can get tubes. You can get bands. You can get mini bands that come in a nice big circle. There are 100 different ways you can use these things. They're so fabulous. I'm going to be getting into those next week. I'm not sure when this video is going to be posted, but I'm going to get into those next week. So there are going to be a bunch of resistance band workouts on the Active for Life online membership program. Resistance bands are so great, and you can use them to strengthen your whole body. I'm definitely going to also be doing a video showing you these pieces of equipment. So make sure that you don't forget to hit subscribe to my channel so that you can see that when it comes out. And that's actually really all I've got for you today. So that's the main things that I wanted to say about getting started. I want you to remember to take it slow. I want you to make sure that you always warm up, focus on technique and posture. Make sure that you work to find the right weight for you. Don't just start out at something. Remember that there is no such thing as no pain, no gain. No pain is the gain. That's what you want. You do not want to overtrain. And if you're working out at home, it's not a bad idea to invest in some hand weights or some resistance bands, but you can totally do an entire workout, an entire program, and gain a ton of strength, mobility, and stability just with body weight workouts. So again, come check me out at activeforlifeonline.com. I've got a lot of other blogs up there of different things, different health and fitness tips that you might need to know. I have an online studio up there, which you can sign up for only $9.99 a month right now. I've got an on-demand library that is growing quickly. I'm adding about 3 to 4 workouts every week to my on-demand library right now. And they are awesome, low impact workouts. Right now I'm adding some that you can do with equipment, but I have a bunch that you don't need equipment for. They vary in length, but they are all under 30 minutes and they're fantastic. Or you can check out one of my training plans. I have a fitness foundations course that will help you with the getting started of the whole fitness journey process. And then I have a 30 days to embrace movement for beginners program, which is all just body weight workouts that you can do to start building strength, moving better, and finding your balance. They are awesome programs. You should definitely come check them out. Otherwise, you can come check me out on Facebook. I have a Facebook group that is a fantastic community of women, all supporting women on their fitness journey. I go live in the Facebook group 4 mornings a week at 7:30 a.m. to do my workout. So you can come and join me there. I leave those workouts up as replays for 24 hours before they're moved over to the Active for Life online studio. And I'm also a virtual personal trainer. If that interests anybody, I can connect with you virtually so you can stay home, stay safe. Super convenient, and we can work out a fitness plan that works for you. I do not use cookie cutter plans. I only ever create unique plans for my clients. I like to give my clients 100% of my attention. I don't use any kind of just apps that are going to send you an already made workout kind of thing, because I know that everybody is so unique in what they need. And I really value being able to create a program that a client wants and can fit into their busy lifestyle. So come check me out. I hope this has been an informative video for you. If you're ready to get started strength training, I've got so many resources for you. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you have any questions. Make sure to give this video a like and hit subscribe to my channel to get some of the next videos that are coming up. And I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.